in October 2018, we'll move on to talk about the next permablitz that we had. This was organised with Kate and Maya, who was looking after Budaville at the time, and it was beautiful. We had some other children, we had some other families, and there was a good participation. And we were putting down more manure, mulch. We planted seedlings of the winter veg in the same places that we've been working the previous years, and we checked that that was maintained. And we actually came into this kind of wilder area here because this hadn't been touched yet, and we repeated the process. We created the mounds and we planted here the winter veg seedlings, and we marked out the path in between the areas where we'd been leaving the soil to get some growth and to get some life into it. And we put a thick mulch on that time on the paths. The paths we always keep with a really heavy mulch so that they don't get down to bare soil. And they kind of create a corridor for the microorganisms between the two different areas of the garden, the food forest. And we put down a green winter mix of green manure. And obviously the same as before, on top of the green manure we just put a very light mulch so that the seeds can grow. And then we noticed in this area, we've got some observations from that intervention. One of the things we have noticed is that many of the trees were growing, but then after 2 years they would just die. And it was as if they had a space for their roots, and when they hit the edge of that space into the compacted soil, they just couldn't grow anymore. And when we did the intervention in October 2018, we already knew that we were building up to do the big intervention as part of an Erasmus Plus program in 2019. So Kate was already very clear while we were doing this, thinking about where we were going to plant trees in April 2019.